What is up, guys? It's Eden here, and today we're gonna be doing a Flynn tier list. Now, has anyone ever done this before? I don't know. I'm sorry, self-focused. You know what? We're gonna search it up right now. No, we're gonna search it up right now. Flynn, Son of Crimson. Nope. We're gonna be the first. And we're gonna be liking every level in the game. Every single one. Every single one. All 43 levels we can do, including just the levels that you are barely levels. Be fun. Yeah. Before we even explain the tier list itself, this is an opinion video. So destroy me in the comments. It's gonna be funny reading those. Yeah, and like and subscribe, because that's obligatory on YouTube. Okay. Tier list. Okay. Tier list. High tier. These are levels that are amazing. I love them. They're just good. Mid tier. They're the levels that are meh. Literally describe them as one word. Meh. They either have like one flaw that just makes them not high tier, but have enough good in it to not make it low tier. And low tier is the levels that are just bad. Like the levels that just have so many flaws to the point where it's like, I don't want to play this. Except if I'm playing on damages, and it's like, I don't really care, because the game doesn't care either. Bosses, ranking the bosses. Challenges, ranking all the challenges, and nothing levels. AK levels like, where is it? Like Flynn's Ranch, or Grand Archives, or Crimson Sanctuary, stuff like that. Ranking those two. So, without further ado, because we were gonna do this in order from like Flynn's Ranch all the way to the Zlx Chambers. There's Flynn's Ranch right there. Two Zlx Chambers right here. But Tiermaker decided to screw up everything. So, yeah, we're just gonna start. First off, that is Blinkstorm Ridge. Yes. We're gonna put you in mid. So Blinkstorm Ridge has a Rosia fight in it. It's a typical Rosia fight. Cakewalk. That's every Rosia fight, by the way. But it's fine. It's not that much, like, it has the one section near the end where it's just like the wind is pushing you back. It's like playing an auto scroller, but the, I got that wrong. It's like an auto scroller, but the screen is pulling you instead of the scrolling pull the screen. It sounded better in my head. No one cares. Next up, oh, this is a challenge. We're putting the challenges here. That's Searstone Challenge. We're gonna put all the. Let me grab all the challenges. Let me not wait to do that. That's Searstone. This is Grotto. Where's Clear Crest Challenge? I know I have that somewhere. Challenge is right. Did I pass it up? Yes, I did. It's right here. Clear Crest Challenge. IO Challenge. I saw it right here. Yeah, no, this one. IO Challenge. Hollow Challenge is here. Where's Wild Edge Challenge? Right here. Is that it? Spire Challenge. Where is it? Where's Spire Challenge? Where is it? Man, Tiermaker making everything so small to the point where it's like, can't see anything. I'll find it. Where the heck is it? Am I really blind? I can't. Is it in there? No, it's not in there. Up there already. What? That's Citadel Reach. That's Grand Archives. That's Tormented Monolith. That's Embra right there. Did not add itself, or did I just not add it? We'll get to it later. You know what? Screw it. Get to it later. This is Searstone Cove. This is going in low tier. Low tier. There's a lot of reasons why. Yeah. So first of all, we're just gonna explain damage list. None of these levels are a problem, so I'm not even gonna explain that on damage list. It's just the literal first room has a deck section in it, which isn't bad when you start it, but it's bad when deck sections in every level that they're in are trash. Like all of them are trash. It's not even funny. This is like, it's not even the bad, like it controls bad. It's just like you clip a platform by even a pixel, you're dead. Like you just fall, and it's like sad. I don't know. It just ruins the flow of the game, and you can skip it with a not a real skip. You can skip it with a wall clip, but then like not only on damages, since you can't really get through the room after that without like tanking like a lot of stuff. So it's like it's just bad. Just bad. Then the final deck section has, and plus it has the actual worst fight in the entire game. It has the worst arena fight in the entire game, which in turn led to arena skip getting found, which skips that fight and probably saves you like what, 4 minutes. And it's like sad. But yeah, Searstone Cove is bad. It's not even like they don't have like an auto scroller in it that makes it like even worse. It's just I don't like it. Next up is Searstone Plateau. This is going high tier. This is like what, a level apart. Like Desolate Woods is like right behind, right after this, and Desolate Woods is going down here when I get to it. But yeah, Searstone Plateau. Is this the longest level in the game? I don't know. It probably might be like one of the Monolith levels. But yeah, Searstone Plateau is really good. The aesthetic, the desert aesthetic, compared to like every other level in Rustwood is just good. Because it's just like, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, has a really good flow. Has an auto scroll at the end, which does bump it down 1 point, but it's not that bad compared to like every other auto scroll in the game except like Citadel Reach, which is a break basically, and it's not really a problem on damage, just like nothing else is. But like, yeah, and it has a leaf in it. The leaf is really fun to use. It's only in 1 level, which is very sad. They should have brought that back. They should bring that back. I don't know. Okay, speaking of Citadel Reach. Speaking of mid, I would put this in nothing level since it's literally just an auto scroller. But should I put this in low tier? Should I put top of low tier or bottom of mid tier? Because it's like this. You know, we're putting it at bottom of mid because, admittedly, Dex is cute. Dex is a good character, but the gameplay style is bad. So, like, yeah. Next is Clearcrest Springs. We're going in nothing levels. Admittedly, Clearcrest Springs has, like, more than, like, a normal, just, like, mid-level. Because it has, like, a little mini-challenge before you actually go to the normal challenge. But, it's like fighting a few enemies until you get to, you know, the actual challenge. So it's like, no one really cares. Yeah, that's really it. You get there's a back sighting in this level, which is always a thing. Backs is an achievement. You get an achievement for that, which is funny. Yeah. Crimson Sanctuary. Okay, admittedly, this goes above this. Because first of all, you get a little bit of lore from this thing, which is always a plus. And in hero mode, we're gonna talk about hero mode for a second. In hero mode, you don't have to do this level when it's usually done, which is after getting the Blinkstorm Ridge, because you already have Crimson Control. But like when you get, meaning you don't really have to do Grey Force, right? I'm rethinking my entire route now, and I'm sad. Yeah, Crimson Sanctuary. It gives you, like, what, 4 bars of Crimson in, like, hero mode, which, let me tell you now, is a godsend. Because if you're not playing on easy, Crimson it's easy to get, but, like, you do kind of really need it for that Rosia fight. Yeah, plus you're supposed to get this app before Rosia 2, which is right here. This is Rosia, yeah, Rosia 2. Oh no, it has lore, it gives you free Crimson, you get to beat up some gnomes, it's a fine level, it's nothing level. Crystal also in low tier. These two are interchangeable, the two worst levels in the game in my opinion, that are full levels. Searstone Cove and Crystal Grotto. Searstone Cove, because it's just like, there's so much stuff. Decks, there's the dragon section, for how cool that would have been if that was Rosia 4 instead of at the actual Rosia 4, which we're getting to now, is going in freaking... Do we put this in the low tier level or nothing? It's a Rosia fight. That's like it though. No, we're gonna put this in nothing. We're gonna put this below this. We're gonna put it above Crowcrest Springs because there's something to do. You have to fight Rosia once. And Crimson Sanctuary is like, doesn't peeve me off. Like the Rosia fights do. Back to Searstone Cove a little bit. This introduced Rosia's dragon, which could have been a boss fight. That could have been a really cool boss fight, but they didn't do that. And that makes me sad. Because that was such a good opportunity to just do that. Yeah. Crystal Grotto, bees. One word that is 2 words to describe: electric bees. Electricity being, like, high-key the most potent damaging ability that enemies have in this game, bar none. And you mix bees into that, tiny little electric bombs that you hit and they explode and they hit you with electricity and send you 50 feet away. It's like, right. And the big bees, they snipe you. It's like, oh my god. Electric bees are terrible. And electricity in general is a very dumb mechanic to have to deal with. Just in general. So like, it's just bees. Plus, this level decides, where do we put pits in the water level? At the end? That would be amazing, right? Like, bruh. Let's put them at the end, where there's all the gnomes in the world throwing stuff at you. So you get sniped from, like, across the stage, like, an entire 3 rooms away, by one of, like, the little mallets that they throw, while you're at the end of the section, and then you just get knocked off and fall. Imagine how that would feel when you're like 4 seconds away from finishing a level. That's so bad. Then you have to restart the room. It's like, the room. And then you want to throw your controller at your monitor. It's sad. All in all, I don't like Crystal Grotto or Searstone Cove, so yeah, they're in low tier. Even though the overall design for both of these levels is nice. That's all I'm saying. The music for every level in this game is good. We're playing the OST in the background. I don't even know what song we're on, but yeah. Flynn's Ranch. We're putting you second in nothing tier. Because this is home. That is it. It is the most cozy place in the entire game. Besides the other cozy place that you'll know I'm getting to in like a while. Yeah. It's just nice. You get to skip the old man's dialogue though, which is funny. Bowrun. Yes, Bowrun. I keep forgetting this man's name because I never talk to him. Yep. It's fine. It's fine. Frigid Minds, you're going in mid. Do I put you... Putting you above Blinkstorm Ridge. Frigid Minds. A nice introduction for the ice levels. Giving you ice in, like, the normal game. Letting you have ice in hero mode. It's just nice. Nice aesthetic. I like ice. Not as much as some people do, and more than other people do, but like, yeah. The ice aesthetic is really good in this level. The level itself, it's fine. There's nothing really to think about Is there any, like, unique sections in this level? There's not really. No, there's not. The ending section has my favorite ending section of any level in the game because you can just pogo down and it looks stupid cool. Other than that, it's like, it's a fine level. Frosted Caverns, on the other hand, I'm debating putting this lowest of high. I love Frosted Caverns. I don't say that a lot, but I do really like the level because it's just like it. Once again, the ice aesthetic is really nice. It's a really long level, and okay, we might. The only reason it's at lowest of high right now is because of the relic. We're not even the relics. Most of them are just fine. Searstone Plateaus is so out of the way. It's not really out of the way. It's just like tucked under something. Instead of the reaches, reach had the relic that took me the longest time to find, even though it's at the start of the level, because I low-key thought it was in the level and not next to Dex. It's like, oh my god. Yeah, this relic is the relic that takes the longest to find. Even if you know where it is, because you have to go under like at the end of the level, there's two routes you can take, top or bottom. You have to take bottom. Make sure you don't screw up and lose the boulder somehow. And then throw a boulder, get another boulder, make sure you don't lose it, bring it all the way to the edge of the screen, break a wall that you don't see, the wall that's just there, you don't see it until you look at it, it's just like, and then roll, and there's air pushing you back, like in Blinkstorm Ridge, meaning it's fun. Other than that, and then you have to talk to an old man that just gives you a relic. It's such a out of the way relic. 101% with this thing in it is just sad. I swear. The level takes so long at 101% because like, you have to go get the relic, which takes like a minute and a half to get anyway. So it's like, it just adds a minute and a half onto an already like 3-minute long level. So it's like, yeah, it's sad. Other than that, it's a really good level. Other than that, there's like boulder chases, which I love the boulder chases. They're nice. It's a lot of like dealing with boulders. The boulders in this level are a really apparent thing. It's like they don't really have like levels where you have to bring a boulder with you half the time through the level. This is like the only level where it does that, and that's very unique, very nice. Other than that, it's fine. It's a good level. What's this, Grand Archives? Grand Archives goes to nothing tier, and it's the bottom of nothing. It's like, there's nothing to do with this level. You just shoot something. That's it. that's all I'm saying. There's like the aesthetic in this level is like one of the finest ones in the game, but there's nothing to do. You just like do a shooting puzzle and then unlock Spire Challenge. You find backs in here for some reason, but that's it. That's it. This is Hollow Isles. This goes in nothing tier, and it's going next to Flynn's Ridge because this has the same like coziness as Hollow's Ridge. It's just fishermen being fishermen. That's it. Hollow's Reach. This is going in. It's going in high. I put Frosted Caverns in high. Now, does it go above this level too? No. Okay, no. Hollow's Reach, really good level, has a wall clip in it. Wall clip percent is an amazing category. Just me advertising the category. It's the only meme category in the game, which this is the main attraction of that category. That's nice. I don't know. It's just like is it the beach? This is like basically the beach level, the seashore level, which gives it more points in any regard because beaches are amazing. The beach aesthetic in this level is really good. Crabs as enemies are kind of just dumb, and the flying bat bomb dropper thingies, I don't know what they're called, are kind of dumb or kind of terrible. But like, yeah, in hero mode, the movement in this level is really nice because Crimson rolling through this level is hard as hell to do, but it's fun as hell to do too. So it's like, I don't know. And yet, all in all, this level's just nice. Most of the high tier levels for right now is just nice. We're gonna get to the levels where it's I gush about like the how many levels are going back in high tier? I don't even know. A few, including this one. Monolith Chambers is the top of high tier. The Chambers. It's Monolith Chambers. Yes, it is. Monolith Chambers. This level is amazing, mainly because I have it engraved in my brain so much for like the final normal level of the game. It's the penultimate level of the game, which gives it a lot more points because it doesn't really feel like climactic like Zlx does, which is right next to it, but it's just, it has good movement, a lot of really cool like claunches in it. It has two. It's two. Three? 1, 2. Has 3 claunches? There's 3 claunches in it, which is nice, I guess, because claunching is fun. Okay, before we get onto this video, we're gonna explain what claunching is. Claunching is basically you doing a stupid high jump with claws. Go watch a speed run, you'll see it. It doesn't take long for claunches to get implemented into runs. Back to Monolith Chambers. It's not really much to say. It's just I like the aesthetic of all the spiral levels, including like Citadel Reach. Citadel Reach has a really good aesthetic. Grand Aquarius has a really good aesthetic too. It's like, yeah. Monolith Chambers is just nice. The Relic. Okay, let me say this now. The Relic ain't the. It's out of the way, but like it's not like as bad as like Frosty Caverns, because nothing will be that trash. But like, yeah, it's fine. What is this? Nothing capital going to nothing levels. It's going bottom of it's going bottom of nothing, because there is nothing in this level. You talk to fish and get a key from Kingfish. That is all you do, and there's nothing else to say. The aesthetic in this level is nice, but there's nothing. There's even a door where I was like, there should be an exit. There should be something here, but there's not, and I don't like that. Next Everglade. This is going in low of mid. There's an auto scroller in this level, which is bumps it down a lot of points. Its Relic is one of the most out of the way relics in the game, just like Frosted Caverns, except it's like you have to push a block that takes 8 years to push to where you need it to be. And then you have to get through sludge, which is sad. You have to get through the rain in any percent. It's dumb because you just start taking damage out of nowhere for no reason. Like, the Relic in this level is really bad. It's an auto scroller, has sludge in it, which makes you go slow, which ruins the flow every time you even think about touching it, and then you touch it. It's like, eh. There's one of the worst claunches in the game in it, which doesn't help at all, personally. But like, yeah, it's just eh. It's just meh. I'm tempted to put this in low tier, top of low, but it's not Searstone Cove or Crystal Grotto level bad, where it's just like, it's just so much stuff's piling on each other to the point where it's like, die. It's a fine level. It just has stuff in it. That just makes it just a slog. It's just a slow level. Plus it's an auto-scroller, which doesn't help. Next I put a Citadel Reach. Okay, so wait. We put Citadel Reach above it, which is just... You know what? You know what? We can't really put anything above Citadel Reach. We put these... I just don't like this level. Citadel Reach, at least, is just an auto-scroller. And that's it. There's nothing really bad about the level. And this is probably the best auto... You know, we're putting this back. This is the best auto-scroller in the game. Because it's only an auto-scroller, and that's all it's doing. So it's like, yeah. And it has Dex in it. And Dex is cute. Yeah. Next is Palace of Aquarius. This is going in... This is going, above Citadel Reach. This level is the water level, which doesn't help it, even though the water controls in this game aren't bad. Like, they're not like Mario 64, where it's just like death. It's just duh. It's fine. The Relic in this level is fine. It's not out of the way. It's just like, if you're doing this level normally, it's right like where you need to be. This level, like I do, in a speedy manner, it's mid. It's kind of mid to go back, like, up and around to go get it. But other than that, it's, like, fine. The water level. Water in this game just... It's fine, but it's not the best, since you can't attack. You can only attack with magic, and you can't charge magic, which is kind of sad, since the only way you have to attack is with magic. Luckily, all the water enemies are piss easy to defeat. They take like 2 hits each to beat. The fish are kind of annoying because they just, yeah, spawn annoying. And this level is the only level in the game where I feel like it's an auto-scroller, but without the auto, and it's just a scroller. It just feels like there's an auto-scroller there. It has that auto-scroller feeling, where it just like feels like an auto-scroller, but it isn't. And it's, I don't know. Yeah, Sanctia. I was like, for the original plan, I was gonna put like there was not gonna be a nothing levels tier, it's every level in the game. Sanctia was going in S. Like, high key, Sanctia would have gone like right here if I did that. But Sanctia is going top of nothing tier because Sanctia is the hub world. And in like normal, like 101%, this level is the only level in the game where you come back to like 8 times. Like high key, it's fun. It's like they have a lot of character interaction, which is nice. The relic in here is the easiest relic in the game to get. That's also a bonus because they show you where it is. They like show you where it is right when you get in. The aesthetic when you first enter it, the rainy aesthetic, is really cool. But then it's just like sunny, bright day. You get free crimson from it. You learn all your skills from it. There's like an underground section where you get to the hollow from it. You get a key, which you can unlock through a challenge. It's just nice. You get to talk to Grotto, talk to Yamba? The guy you have to get relics to. Big, shiny, nice. Yeah. You hold Dex here twice, which is fun. You hold Dex. By the way, when we get the Shrine of Influence, I'm gonna talk to you when we get the Shrine of Influence. This is Sea Barrow. This is going in low mid. It's going above Noxious Everglade. Because most of the level's fine. The auto-scroller, I don't like the auto-scroller in this level. Even though it's not hard, it's a water level auto-scroller. It's just like, I don't like that. I don't like scrollers. I don't like auto-scrollers. And water doesn't make it better. It makes it infinitely worse. So like, yeah. Bubbles. You have to worry about bubble. Which is dumb. Okay, we're gonna talk about the fish. We're gonna talk about the fish right quick. Palace of Aquarius, the fish. It is the most inconsistent thing I have ever laid my eyes on. Because like the bubbles. When you want it to bubble, it doesn't bubble. But when you don't care and you're like max bar, it bubbles and it's like, no. I didn't need that. I needed that 5 minutes later. Like, come on. Come on. I don't like this. Okay. Enough of that. Sea Barrow. Most of the level's fine. There's a lot of hero mode skips you can do with it. It's a very, like, playground level. Like, a very, like, sandboxy level for hero mode, like wall jumping and stuff. Like, showcasing. You can do wall jumps in the hollow now, which is very fun. But, like, it's an A level. It is the definition of a mid-tier level. And there's an auto-scroller. I could put it in top of low, but like, if I did that, I would put you here too, and I don't think either of these levels deserve to be there. So yeah. Shadowhaven Trail, though, deserves to be top of low. Wait. Yeah, top of low. It's a dex level. That's all I'm saying. It's a dex level. And if you know from Searstone Cove, dex levels are trash. This is a full dex level. You know, we're putting this bottom of low tier. You're putting this bottom of low tier. Do I consider this the best lore level in the game? Like, because nothing else is going below these two. Do I don't really know. Like, originally I didn't really consider Shadowhaven Trail because I played it like twice. like once, and I don't forget. It has the best looking relic. That's all it has going for it. It has the best looking relic. That's the only one with like more than 2 colors on it. But like, That's like it. That's all it has going for it. The dex level, it's not good. Yeah, okay. It's the worst level in the game. Because of the dex level. And the dex section is not as bad as the one in Searstone Cove. But that lasts a minute. This lasts 3 or like 2. And it's just only dex. And we all know how bad dex is when it comes to gameplay. So it's like, I don't know. Shrine of Influence. This goes in... Does it go in nothing levels? This technically counts as a nothing level. We're gonna put this below Sanctuary. Shrine of Influence. Really nice level. Rosia 1 is here. It's funny. it's funny because you just clap Rosia and it's like, even in any percent, this fight is piss easy. In any percent, where you have nothing, it's... This fight is so easy. Even though I've been on record saying Desolate Woods is easier because you have so much stuff, but it's like, no, I know in reality it's not. They have a cutscene skip here. It's not the most consistent thing in the world, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't practice it and I still get it, so like that just shows you it's consistent enough. Yeah, it's fine. Oh yeah, the Dex, like the Rosie removing Dex's spirits, that sound every time it makes me just sad because it's just Dex in pain and I don't like that. I don't like the sound. I don't think if anyone's ever talked about that before. It's just the sound. It irks me and I don't like that because I had the experience is 3 minutes into the run and it's like, yeah. There's Spire Challenge. Low-key. Okay, there's Spire Challenge. We'll deal with that later. Tempest Base. This counts. This counts. This goes in mid. This counts. Going, above Citadel Ridge. This counts. This counts as a level. This is the only Scourge level that stays the Scourge level throughout even Hero Mode because they don't have Scourge levels in Hero Mode. It's a fine level. Aesthetic. In Hero Mode, you just not doing... This is basically the gatekeeper of the game because this basically unlocks both the rest of the ice world and the final world, which is very cool. Cool having that be, well, like the very early game, having something that blocks off the final like few levels. But yeah, and now I do those first, which is very funny. I don't even know how to describe that. Yeah. Oh no, Tempest Base is fine. Like it's fine. It's not the Scourge part isn't long, and you get to talk to soldiers. This is where Olivia. Is that her name? I forget. Forgetting. I'm not checking. Olivia gives you the opportunity to basically learn stuff, and then locks off the rest of the game until you go learn some stuff. So it's like that's fun, hindering your gameplay, but it's fine hindrances. It's fine. The first boss level, we're putting you here. Great Forest. This is going in high tier. This is going above Hollow's Reach. This level is really good. Has a really good... There's basically 2 levels in one. Great Forest left, which is just a maze, and like a really good part of the level 2. And right, which is like, because it's in high tier, one of the best levels in the game. It has so much just stuff in it to do. You get to see, this is the easiest level in the game to see Sorrel on. And in my latest full game run, I do actually go out of my way to see Sorrel in the run, which is very cool. I've seen her only in this level and like once in Flynn's Ranch, and that's it. And yeah, I'm not gonna explain the lore of this game. You can join the Discord for that. Discord for that. Go buy the game. Just go buy the game. I don't even feel like dealing with this. Shadow Sorceress, another boss. Putting you there for later. Another boss, putting you here for later. Another boss, putting you here for later. Jesus. Tournament Monolith. This is going in low mid. Well, you know, we're not gonna put the lowest. I'm gonna picture here. But you hear it. This level is really good. It's fine. You know. No, we're putting this up below Frigid Mind. Below, what is that? Tempest Base? We put this above Tempest. No, we're putting it below. It's a fine level. There's the one room that makes this, that keeps this from top of mid or lowest high is the worms room, because that room, you will take damage no matter what you do. Like, there's nothing you can do to not take damage there. Like, if you try to go through it fast, you're taking damage. If you try to go through it slow, there's a 50% chance you're taking damage, like, at least. Because it's like, And, mind you, the level's not easy. This is one of the longest levels in the game. And probably the hardest level in the game. So, like, yeah, it's just, the Relic is so out of the way. I had already started speedrunning this game, and after I started speedrunning the game, I still didn't know what this Relic was, and I wanted to beat the game 101% for the first time, and I had to go ask someone where this Relic is. And then they explained to me the red flower thing, where if there's red flowers, there's Relic. Which was a revelation to me, like, personally, like, like, this level's fine. This level's fine. It's just one room that makes it bad. Typhoon Deadlands. Do I count this? Because if I'm counting this is the best level in the game. This has an obligation for its own tier. You know what? Wait. You know what? We're gonna do that. I would. Deadlands gets its own tier. Deadlands gets its own tier. No. Wait, no. Go back. Wait. No, we did it wrong. High tier levels. Put that back. At a row above. This is a nothing level, but it deserves its own tier. This is the Kickstarter room, and probably the best aesthetic for any level in the game. A cemetery. A cemetery with all the beautiful people who decided to back this game on Kickstarter. This is why it deserves its own tier, and why I would probably put it at number 1 out of obligation. Like, obligation. This is an obligation. This deserves its own tier just for that. Like, yeah, I don't have to explain this. Go play the game. It has probably one of my favorite Relic designs, and probably my favorite key design, which is a plus. It's a long level. Like, for no reason. There's nothing in this level. This is the definition of a nothing level when it comes to landscape. Landscape is just nothing. It's a straight line with writing on the wall. That's it. But yeah, it just shows how many people decided this game is amazing, will be amazing. Let's put money into it before it even comes out. And for that, I commend y'all. I would play through the, you know, we'll get to that later. Typhoon Marsh, this is going highest of high. Really highest of high. Typhoon Marsh is one of my favorite levels in the game. This is a really good level. What do I say? This is one of the only levels where Axe is actually, like, useful, besides having to use it to beat the level. Like, in both of these, in Crystal Grotto and Sea Barrier, because you need it to even start the level, basically. You need this to, like, get to, like, one barrier or something. This is the only level that isn't a water level that actually, like, that and, like, this, but we'll get to the bosses later. Like, the only level in the game where, like, Axe is relevant. Axe, I think, is, like, this is general consensus. I don't know if it is, but Axe is probably the worst weapon in the game. Sword is the basic weapon, but it gets really good after you get, like, crits and stuff. Claw is objectively the best weapon in the game because you can do clutches with it, which unlocks a billion more movement options. And Axe is just slow. It does probably the most damage per hit, and you do need it. And this is probably, like, and Axe gets some points because it's the only level you can beat the game with without switching. Meaning, you can beat the game only with the Axe, without switching to any other weapon, and you will be able to beat the game. Yeah, you can't do that with Sword. You can't do it with Claw because you need the Axe to beat the to break the pink barriers. Which, would I say, Crimson Control? You should be able to break that with Crimson Control. It's so sad that you can't do that. It's so weird that they, like, don't let you do that, and you can only beat the Crystal Knights with the Axe, which I didn't know my first time through. I tried to beat him with a sword. I died to one of those. Which, saying that, what, 3 months after the game came out is something to behold. Because those knights are easy since they're slow. Because they have access too. Yeah. What's this? This is Monolith Grove. This is going in high tier. Where do we put it though? Do we put it below Hollow? Yeah, we put it right here. Yeah. Probably this is the intro level, but it's a really good level to be an intro level. It's a really just straightforward level, but that's what it needed to be. And plus, this level has some really nice skills. Does that have a clutch? It is not. It is not. But it introduces crystals, introduces the way Dex just exists in this game pretty well, and how you have to save him. No matter what you have to do, you will always be saving Dex in this level, unless you're playing like easy, and you can just leave Dex, which is therapeutic after beating this game so many times. It's therapeutic to just leave Dex in the first level, just always gonna be. You get to beat some plants up. There's a cutscene, a very nice little cutscene that's actually like one of the best, like probably, is it the best? Like, I'm not gonna really talk about cutscenes because like, there's like 3. There's like 3. There's like not that many. Yeah, it's good. It's a fine level. It's a really good intro level, which is what it needed to be. It's probably the easiest Relic in the game to get. Besides Typhoon Deadlands, because Typhoon Deadlands is just like, Relic's right there. You just roll into it. Like, it's like, Oh, Monolith Retreat. We got to the best level in the game, guys. Monolith Retreat is my favorite level in the game. I think that everyone that knows me probably knows that this is the best level in the game. To me, I love this level just because it's such a fluid level. It has so much stuff in it for being the second normal level in the game. It has so much stuff. It has a challenge door. Not seven clutch. It has 1 clutch in it. You have to beat some bees. You have to beat up some bees, which bumps it up 10 points. Instead of 10 points alone. It's really good movement. It's a really fast level, like just movement-wise. I can't describe my love for this level. That's how much it is. In my, like, I put Deadlands in those. I was tempted to put this in its own tier as well, but no. It's not. Admittedly, it is short. It has a Relic that is out of the way, but not like as much as this monstrosity or this, which gave me a headache. But like, yeah, it's fine. Wilder Falls is also in high tier. It is probably number 3. No, it's number 4. Number 4. Wilder Falls is the decisive level in a speedrun. Isn't it speedrun? In the speedrun, it is the decisive level. This is basically where the run starts. It doesn't start in Grove. It doesn't start in Shrine of Influence. It does not start in Wild Edge. It does not start in Flynn's Ridge. It starts here. So this is basically you screw up this level, you basically reset. That's like everyone. And it's also a really fast level, just like Wild Edge 3. And it's also a vertical level, which is not the most common thing in the world. But I really like it. It's really nice. The design of the level is really nice. It has probably one of like the Relic that like had the most optimization towards getting it, which makes so much nonsense because all you have to do is roll jump to get it. But it's like, it's just funny. It's a very fun level. But it also gets really frustrating when you screw it up like twice in a row. It's like, can I just go through the run, like, please? Like, that's like every category. Oh, wow. What Shade Settlement? This counts. Has an end trigger. This goes in mid. This goes low mid. Lowest of mid. Because this is barely a level. This counts because it has an end trigger. Which, even then, I could put this in low. I could put this in nothing. Because Clear Crest has one. And that's in here. You know, yeah, we're gonna keep it here. Because Dex, it's bottom. Should we put this bottom of nothing levels? Because, like, Nothing capital has literally nothing in it, but this has a deck section, and I don't like that. Yeah. We're gonna put you in bosses, Zlx Chambers. What's the final level? Zlx Laboratory. It's also a nothing tier. But it's like, here's the thing. This is going probably second, because the aesthetic of this level is really good. Just a laboratory with like broken stuff everywhere. You having to shoot test tubes to get through the level. It's just nice. Yeah, that's the tier list. Except we're not done. We got the right to challenges and the bosses. Okay, we're gonna start with bosses. We're gonna put Zlx Chamber. Zlx is the best boss in the game. Just not even gonna contest that. But then these four. This is his best, and it's my favorite. But like, what's my favorite out of these four? My least favorite's Ember. Ember is my least favorite. The music? Oh, it didn't. I thought it did. The music went off. Oh, it's not people. Yeah. Ember's my least favorite of the four bosses. Not because of difficulty, just because I'm not as big as on her design as some other people are. But yeah, Zlx is my favorite. Just like the aesthetic of the level, just like how I praise Searstone Plateau's aesthetic. This is the same aesthetic as that, and I love it. It teaches you the wall jump after you get it, which, mind you, is the most useful thing out of any of these bosses by far. The claws are nice, but like, you don't really get to use them to their full potential until you get them. So like, yeah, this is probably number 2. Yeah, that's probably it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Those are bosses. Zlx is the climactic end. It's a good ending. I think it's the only boss in the game with 2 phases, which is really nice. It's just good. This fight is really easy. Ember's harder. I'm not joking. I'm really not. Ember's a harder fight than Zlx. Because like Zlx, even on like easy, this is a hard fight. You see, she's invincible for like half the fight. It's like stupid. It's based on damage, but she's just like, you can't hit her for like half the fight. Zlx, you can just wail on him for a while until he just decides to become invincible. And it's like, yeah, it's 2 phases. The second phase is piss. It's just not hard. First phase ain't hard either, but it's harder than the first phase. It's harder than the second phase, which is really backwards, but like, also something else because you just lose his skin and becomes ugly. Just and also, Rosie and Dex actually useful. Dex actually does something in this fight, which is a plus. Yeah, and Rosie helps, which just makes me want that Rosie DLC so much. Studio Thunders, you're gonna make that happen, please. Yeah. This is amazing. Yeah, challenges. Now, here's the thing. Clear Cuts is my favorite challenge because of the aesthetic alone. That's it. Even though, if we're gonna do this objective, we're gonna just rank them by difficulty. But no. Now we're gonna rank them by difficulty. I don't know why. Look at the distance between Wild Edge challenge and IO challenge. It is 1, 2, 3 spaces away. Why did they put a challenge so close to another one? Like, okay, admittedly, you don't unlock IO challenge until you like beat Blinkstorm Ridge, which is far away from this level. But like, dude, like, it's so weird seeing 2 challenges on the same screen, not even being 10 spaces away, and it's like funny. Yeah, but like, they're both the same amount of hard. Crystal Grotto, at least you're not doing it in water. Imagine hard mode challenges were basically, they're like challenges, but they're stupid hard, like Spire. No, basically they're Spire's difficulty, but times 2. Like you're doing like Hollow challenge in water, or like, what? Yeah, that's like the only one I can think of. Like this in water, and this and electrical. Or this with electricity. We're putting, no. We're putting, for difficulty, this is probably harder. It has electricity in it, which makes it like 12 times harder by itself. Clear Crest is my favorite challenge. because it's just the aesthetic. They have a wall clip in here, which just doesn't make sense. I don't. Yeah. Well, that's the tier list. That's the tier list. What do I say? Saying, okay, we're gonna list them off from your favorite to favorite. It goes Shadowhaven Trail for lowest level in the game, which, mind you, I slandered both these levels so much, I was surprised myself when I put this here. But yeah, like, when I thought about it, these levels aren't the worst levels in the game, like, aren't, like, heinous, but, like, this is just a dex level, and dex levels are the bane of everyone's existence that speedruns this game, so it's, like, obligation. Then Crystal... How many levels in the game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 9, 8, 16, 17, 20. 20 main levels? 20 main levels that are actually, like, levels and not, like, these, and not, like, these down here. Yeah, 20. Number 20 is Shadowhaven Trail. 17, number 19 and 18, Crystal Grotto / Searstone Cove. It's interchangeable. Then you have Noxus Everglade for number 17. Yeah, 17. Sea Barrow for number 16. Citadel Reach for 15. Tormented Monolith for 14. Frigid Mines for 13. House of Aquarius for 12. Blinkstorm Ridge for 11. What is it? No, wait. That's Tempest Base. Tempest Base, this is 10. This one's for 10. Tempest Base is 13. I thought that was Frigid Mines for a second. Frigid Mines for 10. Frosted Caverns for 9. Wildlands Grove for 8. What is that? That's Wilder Fall. No. That's Hallow's Reach. I'm dumb. Hallow's Reach for 7. Great Forest for 6. Sisto Plateau for 5. Wilder Falls for 4. Monolith Chambers for 3. Typhoon Marsh for 2. And Wildlands Retreat reigning supreme, as it will do forever, at number 1. And Deadlands is its own tier because this is, by proxy, like the most important level in the game. It has the people who decided to just be amazing. Like, basically. Like, nothing levels were not really, yeah. Rosia fights. Okay, I said I thought about this. Rosia fights. Rosia 3 is the... Rosia 3 is in the 1. Rosia 2 is the best Rosia fight. Rosia 2, then 4, then 3, then 1. Yeah. 3 because... No, wait, no. 3 is the best one. Because 3 is actually a different fight because she does electric armor in that fight. Which, it says now, really cool. But I've seen it once. And it killed a run, which made me kind of angry, but kind of really cool, like, really, like, just... It amazed me that they decided to do something different for that fight, which wasn't important at all. Like, wasn't really that important except saving King Fish, but, like, dude, yeah. But they didn't do anything for Rosia 4. Which, they could have gave her a dragon in that fight, and that would have been, like, better than, like, every other... Like, every fight except for Zlx Chambers. I would actually put that in bosses. That would have probably led me to put Desolate Woods in bosses instead of nothing levels. Which would have been really cool. But they didn't do that. And now I want to see Rosia DLC, but except for Dex, she has her dragon. Or, like, playing the game from Rosia's perspective. That would be the coolest thing ever. Yeah, but enough about me gushing. We're gonna do the thing we were planning to do at the start of this, thing. Oh, we don't even have it open. I'll be right back when I open the goddamn game. So you may be asking, why am I in the game? You'll see why. You'll see why. Everyone's getting a shout out today. All the developers, all the people who were in the cemetery dead on arrival. Everyone in the cemetery deserves a shout out for being amazing. Going in. Plus, let me tell you, yeah, like I said, best aesthetic for any level in the game. I'm saying that right now. Look at that. If you see your name and you're actually watching this video, you get a massive shout out. Thank you for supporting this game. Just like, thank you for making this game possible. Just like, thank you for... This is like most of the enjoyment in gaming I've gotten in 2021. Is probably my favorite game of 2021. Yeah. Everyone in this name. I'm not listing that off because that would take 94 years to do. But, yeah. We're just gonna walk through here. We're not gonna roll. Everyone that's on this screen, as it goes by, gets a shout out. Shout out to everyone who decided, let's pay some extra money to get this game made. Because I want to see this game happen. I wish I could go back to when like the thing was still open to actually like give this game some money, because I would have did that in a heartbeat if I actually knew about this game back then. But yeah. Yep, everyone gets a shout out. Yep. Yeah. You see why this level has an obligation to be above everything else. Like, I would hope so. But yeah. Back to the tier list. Yeah, so that's the tier list. If you liked it, like the video. If you didn't, you can't see dislikes anymore. Thanks, YouTube. So like, dislike too. It's like dislikes ratio. It'll be fine. Comment down below if you disagree with me. Which, let me say this now. There has never been a tier list that has been objective. So like, blast me in the comments. I'll be fine with that. Other than that, just have a nice day. Buy the game. Join the Discord server. I'll link those both in the description. Yeah, just. Do I put tiermaker in the freaking description? I don't. Thank you to tiermaker, right quick, for existing so I can do this. Even though this tiermaker was such an old thing that just like existed, then stopped existing, and then started to exist again. It's like. Yep. Follow me on Twitter. Thanks, tiermaker, for reminding me of that. Follow me on Twitter. Because you use Twitter. You probably do. If you don't, don't get it. It's a hellscape. If you do, follow me on Twitter. That'll be funny. I don't post there, but like, it'd be fun. Yeah. Other than that, yeah. Have a nice day. Play Flynn. Join the Discord server. Give them their $20. Give them their heart. Give Studio Thunderhurst their well-earned $20, please. Just do it. And yeah. I hope everyone has a fantabulous day. I don't know why I said fantabulous, but yeah, just have a nice day. And I'll see y'all in the next one whenever I decide to make a new video. I'm not consistent, and I know I'm not consistent, but like, it'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah, bye. Yeah, see y'all in the next one.